Why, hello, everyone. Welcome to my stream. So glad all of you are able to make it. Those of you that are here, that is. So today, we are doing Total War Warhammer 3 Malachi McKyson Masters of Innovation. One of the new, lords they've added, and one of my favorite. Now, I already love the dwarves, just because, well, they're really, I don't know, I just like them. They're cool. They have really good lore behind them. I like their units, but most of all, I like the fact that they're like engineers. They're like tech. Them and the Chaos Dwarves are both really cool in that regard. But today we are playing Malachi McKyson. I can do Chaos Dwarves later on. So, for those of you that haven't, Malachi McKyson has Malachi's Adventures, which improves war machines and artillery modifications. He starts with legendary heroes, and his artillery and flying machine units are just way better. He also has the Spirit of Grundy airship. So, much like a horde, he has this airship, which he can also summon in. He can also summon this airship in to attack the foe in battle. So, really fun. I am playing modded. There are a couple mods, and I'll talk about them, but generally, a couple is I have tech trees reworked for pretty much every faction, as well as expanded army rosters for every faction. I have dynamic settlements. It's basically just visual. I always like it. It changes the look of the settlement to reflect that of the faction that is occupying it. So if it's a vampire, if it's occupied by vampires, it's going to look more vampiric, regardless of if it's in Wood Elf territory or not. So, big difference there. I think it's very good for the immersion, personally. I also have legendary lore, and a couple AI modifiers to just make it a little smarter. And finally, I also have, crap. Can't think of it now. Before I start trying to figure this out. And I also added it so minor settlements can have walls at tier 3 when you give them tier 3 garrison. Oh, and related to garrison, I also have modified garrisons. So, it's more dependent on what the settlement's being used for. If you have a bunch of military buildings there, it's going to have a stronger garrison than if it's just an industrial. Which makes sense.
From the earliest age of the Engineers Guild, the Dawi have forged machines of war. Wonders hewn of gromril and gold. Trusted plans handed down through generations. Yet there are those who defy tradition.
And that is the Spirit of Grundy.
Cast out from the guild for his outlandish ideas, Malachi McKyson now seeks to regain his honor. His Slayer oath to be fulfilled through iron, grit, and glory.
So Malachi McKyson is a Slayer engineer, which is cool, but from what I can tell, the lore behind him is basically so the Slayers...
We've got some serious work to do.
So the Slayers... Okay, I'm gonna initialize this and speak as it's going. The Slayer's oath is basically you will fight stronger and stronger foes until you find one worthy to kill you in battle. Malachi McKyson's goal is to kill everything that could worthily kill him in battle. A different way of looking at the Slayer oath, basically. From what I can get, he only took it to try to regain his honor. But he basically wants to kill everything through technology, because he's an engineer, so he doesn't actually ever die, even though he's a slayer. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty unique about him, I think, but as you can see, he is both slayer and engineer. So this is still initializing. Don't worry. There we go. Now it's back again. It's just updating, and it's dynamic settlements up initializing for all the pictures of it. You'll see as they change. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rename Crackjack. Or sorry, no. I'm going to rename Lair of the Troll King to something like Future on. And maybe some of you will understand where I'm getting it from. Maybe some of you won't, but it is dwarf related. As you can see, the trees expanded. But I'm gonna go Way of the Dwarves, and then Heavy Cornerstones first, and Guilds, and then we'll start working our way down the plans. This is Malachi McKyson. He starts with 2 legendary heroes. One's anti-large, the other anti-infantry, and they're both melee experts. We have Doomseekers, 2 Miners of Blast Charge Thunderers, Brimstone Gun, Drow-Coppers, and Cannons. Pretty solid army to start with. And we need to kill this guy, because we got some grudging against him. And I could auto-resolve this, but I always like to play out the first battle. Give you guys a chance to see how much I suck at these. I am very much a strategist, but when it comes down to actually fighting the enemy, I don't know how I just suck at it. So I am playing on regular, normal difficulty and everything, but we'll see. My strategy to compensate for this is to build up super armies that are so strong it doesn't really matter if I suck with placement.
I'm here.
Now, Malachi McKyson is a missile specialist. He is unbreakable, and he does have decent military defense and weapon strength, but he's much better at this. So, he gets to go in the back with our cannons, which, once we get the blunderbuss ability for him, are going to be amazing.
Yes.
Now let's form up our front line with our heroes in the middle, our thunders there, brimstone guns over everything, and these guys in support. I think that works. And immediately I'm going to tell them focus on him, because he's the largest target. They hopefully will be able to hit him pretty well. And I'll move him over there to deal with him, because again, he is our anti-large hero. That is not who I wanted to move.
Strike out. Row on. Herr Jäger. Go.
There we go. Our thunders are going in. We'll have to take care they don't just swarm us.
My axe thirsts. Slayer. Kazoo. Plow through.
Gonna try to protect the cannons a little bit more.
Trick, as you say. Doing it.
Yeah, he's losing. Our miners are gonna not be able to hold it, so let's have them support him. Kill him. Let's try to reform. See, and he's already killing him. What are you doing, Malachi? Shoot those guys.
I command the spirit of Grungy. Let's see how this goes.
Our brimstone guns helping, putting flaming effects on them.
It is a reckoning.
And we're just about ready to call in the Spirit Grunny. which I'm put over here to help support. And here we go. It is a gunboat, basically. It can drop bombs. It can fire, as it just did there. It has shotgunners. It can do so much. And it just automatically attacks any target close enough to it. It is a bit slow, but it is very effective at its job. Oh, friendly fire. That's not a friendly fire. Yeah, see, and just that alone has already done 5,000 damage. Yeah, and their enemy lord's dead now. Killed by him. That'll get him some nice XP. And all of their units are faltering now. Our miners took a beating, as did our thunderers. Pretty much all of our regular troops took a beating. But we wiped them out. I'm sure those of you who are much better at this probably could have done this with way less casualties. But as I said, I can strategize, I know the basics, but I'm just not that good for some reason. Maybe I just need more practice. Sorry, I am a little sick with a bit of a cold right now. So I don't know if you can hear that besides me having to cough from time to time. But we deal with what we can. I'm gonna get the experience, because we're gonna want to level up. There we go. Now we can level up. Route Marcher, Inspiring Presence, Training, Replenish Troops. That'll do. Right, and time to extract them now. And this I will auto-resolve. And we will just occupy it.
What? Slayer?
Get him some more HP.
Explosives
And we'll start
expert.
making these guys absolutely amazing.
The past is the past.
Now there's a couple unique buildings. There's the Inner Dragger Hold. The Silver Hall. And that's the only landmark buildings available there. Besides, the Deep Network. But we'll save up for this, but it'll be a while before you actually make it. So, let's see. Rangers are really good. Bugman's Rangers are extremely good. So I'm trying to think, what do we want to go up towards? Well, I'm not actually going to worry about military here, mostly industry here instead. Just because I can build the military buildings in his horde. At his ship. So we're gonna want gold and reduce construction costs. I'm gonna go for that first.
Alright. What?
The rest we can put to upgrading this. Unit experience gain per turn is pretty nice. So I think I'm gonna go for that first instead. Now, right now with this we can bring in dwarf warriors and dwarf warriors with armor piercing weapons. Which is nice. Alright, and we should probably recruit a couple things.
Only the toughest Dowie.
$22.40 and 2018, yeah. Dwarf warriors are way better at holding. These guys are way better at more dealing armor piercing damage than anything else. And then we do prospectors, which are basically just better missile-wise. They're basically the great weapons, but they have bombs. Imagine blasting charges, but 2 of them with great weapons. That's pretty much what these guys are. They're pretty good, but I've never actually used them because they're kind of a generalist than a specialist. And for Dwarven armies, I much prefer to hold them in place and let my heroes kill them. Heroes and air support and artillery kill them, I should say. So I'm gonna go. Let's get some Dwarf Warriors, Spirit Gluttony, and that's all we can really do for now. And that's the first turn over. So, of all the factions I've played in Total War Warhammer, Dwarves and Chaos Dwarves have been my favorite. I used to like the Vampire Coast, specifically Luther Harkon. And I still do. I still think that's a really cool faction, but it's very outdated. So until they revisit it and update it again, I'm probably not going to play it, just because it's very bland and basic, and it's not very unique. I really like the idea. I really like the concept. It's very fun to play with them up to at first, but then it just becomes really bland because there's not a whole lot different between them and anything else. So now we have better relations with dwarves. So we're going to want to get treaties and trade going to boost our economy.
What news do you bring to the Ice Throne, friend?
And I'll take the free money too.
Demon! 2 spears are better than 1. Father's here!
So yeah.
Slayer!
So far, we're not doing too bad. I think. Okay. So, we're off to next. So, over here, probably.
Aye!
We won't take attrition. Let's see.
To one myself.
I'm not really worried if he attacks us, so we can probably go up and force march. Or no, we still can't attack, so it doesn't really matter.
Maintenance, that's key.
And I want to be able to recruit, so let's just move there and start recruiting again. Yeah, it doesn't matter, it'll be 2 turns anyway. We can already upgrade this for some extra income. And that's the next turn. So, it's a very slow... They have a good start, they have a really good economy, and Malachi and Makaisen is probably one of the best factions for multiplayer, and single player, it's still extremely good. They have a wonderful economy, but again, for single player, who really cares about that? It's... Oh, wow. They already lost. Well, I like legendary lords. Gorchek and Felix, that's our legendary heroes. Troll King Slayer. Gotrek stood in knee-deep snow, his chest rising and falling like a bellows. The rune light of his axe on the snow and his steaming breath gave him a red aura, deepening the door's empty eye socket until it resembled a pool of blood and throwing short and lancing shadows from the arrow in his bare chest. His crest was singed by acid and fire, but somehow, like the Slayer himself, it still stood. The Troll King came in with his huge sledgehammer in a short grip, wielding the stone hammerhead almost as an extension of his own fists. Gotrek made the Troll King blow for blow, fighting with jaw clenched and teeth bared. Besides the rasp of his breath and the occasional grunt as his axe struck rock armor from Throg's hide, the Slayer fought in bitter silence. After one brutal exchange that had Gotrek furiously ducking and parrying, the Troll King gave a bottomless howl of frustration and flung his hammer out to its full length. He caught it at the base of the haft and spun it over his head. a dipping and cresting figure of 8 that plowed through antique chambers and rejecting columns alike and filled the chamber with a wizarding haze of debris. Gotrek's axe cut deep into the Troll King's abdomen. Thick blood spurted through the Slayer's crest, and Throg's bellows turned from anger and frustration to pain. Scything his hammer back across his path, Throg stumbled back. Almost immediately, the wound began to regenerate, but Gotrek's axe struck faster even than the Troll King's metabolism, carving up fresh wounds faster than the old ones could be healed. The Slayer was tearing the troll apart piece by piece. "I can make you a rich dwarf, Troll Slayer," Throg roared, making a desperate parry and losing the thick wedge of his hammerhead to Gotrek's star metal blade. Gotrek's axe answered for him, turning the Troll King's hammer and slicing its blade through the mouths in the meaning troll's side, and tearing off a scrap of red cloak. Throg clasped his hand to his bleeding hip and howled so loudly that the snow whipped around him was momentarily shaken to a standstill. "There's wealth here beyond your imagining. A copy of the Karak Ongor Book of Grudges, perhaps brought to Prague by its people after the Hold's fall. Now it is here. There is more. It is yours." Gotrek ground his teeth and pressed the Troll King into full retreat with a storm of blows. He was being pushed towards the window, Felix realized, sliding out of the way and circling across the chamber wall with the sword raised in guard. Throg caught the bright flutter of his shredded cloak and turned to face him. His huge body was framed within the opening by a rippling white canvas of snow. The alliance between my troll country and the Council of Sylvania, Felix. Think of it. Max is wise enough to understand I can save your empire. Felix took his head. Cold fury simmered in his chest. How did this beast even dare look him in the eye and request a boon of him? He took a deep breath and returned the Troll King's gaze. Felix lowered his sword tip to the ground and gave the Troll King nothing. "I am surrounded by fools," Throg growled. This is taking a bit, so I'm gonna summarize the rest. They really put a lot of detail into these. So, if you guys want to read it yourself, pause the video. But this paragraph is basically Throg basically... Okay, well, just read it. Oh, crap. Where were we? I'll just let you guys read it. I guess you can't pause it because it's live, but this will be posted on YouTube later. So you will be able to read it that way. It's just a whole lot of reading, and my throat's already sore from the cold. So I'd much rather not. So yeah, that's how they were both trying to kill the Troll King.
The guild kicked me out. I was sure it wasn't going to explode.
So here we go.
Elevator.
And
I've got a
let's
great
get out of
idea for
enclosed stance
No,
and let's kill him.
no, hear me out.
And we can auto-resolve it for basically no casualties. And we'll occupy it. And we now have the giant home mountains.
What? What?
So, until we can get his top tree, I'm just gonna keep on upping his missile strength.
Slayer.
And as for our Slayer, giving him physical resistance because he has no armor.
All right.
And we'll make this guy even harder to hit than he already is. Keep and recruitment cost would be very nice.
Greatest inventor.
And let's get some more dwarf warriors. And our first commandment, recruitment is okay. This would probably be better for now. because there's a lot of corruption and controls not too well here, but I will change that eventually. Something to do. So yeah. The only other faction I have played besides Dwarves, Chaos Dwarves, or them, was the Dark Elves and Khorne. I played them both. They're both okay. I didn't really like them either.
It's me. It's no
Them that
ideal,
much.
it'll
But
do.
so we're gonna want to take all of this and start expanding over here then, I think. Rather than over here for now.
Explosives expert.
So
Fool brings self to be eaten, yes. Wants to be luncheon.
declare war on him.
Waste time. Why wouldn't they let me call her unstoppable? Aye, these ones are handy.
Darn, I wasn't sure if you could or couldn't. Like that. Darn it. Okay.
Mom, you
I don't
come
want to
to
crew another army quite yet. I want to get this first. Just so I can be sure that we can actually handle it. Especially since I'm still trying to recruit for the army. I don't want to run out of money and then have much less coming in. So I can't. So I end up with two armies that are both mid and not the best they can be right now. Because regular dwarf units to start off with are still pretty good. Chaos Dwarves, not so much. They start with like Hoblins and Hobgoblins and that sort of thing. It isn't too good. Well, we're already at war with them, aren't we? We'll declare war on them. I'm sure we're gonna have to kill them anyway. Oh, it's that faction. Well, that works for me. We have to kill them anyway.
Innovator, I'll figure it out.
Close victory. Now, my troops are almost certainly better than all of these clan rats. The only difference is they have a lot of slingers. And they have poisoned wind mortars. So close victory. I'll take it.
This'll do.
We want to build up our economy, so we're just gonna occupy everything for now. So if we clear it, okay. Interesting.
Greatest inventor.
Forging, brass lunge. Bandolier gives him more ammo, but he doesn't really need it. But we'll give him that. The others aren't too good either.
By Groony, it's me.
Well, we're fighting them, so we should probably give him that. And we're gonna be fighting, well, this gives him Vanguard, and I really like that.
What?
Gives them both Vanguard deployment. So they both have some really good traits.
The past is the past.
Creating this will give us access to more actual Slayers, as in Slayers for anti-large and Slayer Pirates, which is nice.
I'll try not to kill you. Emphasis.
So we're going to have to do that. Okay, so now income's a little bit better. Oh, true. Alright. Ooh. 3 turns and I can get him. I kind of want to do that, to be honest. Just wait a little bit. These guys are pretty good too. We don't really need to get that because we'll have him. These guys are alright. That's pretty good, to be honest. But I want to get the Legendary Lord first. All of this is really good. So I think we'll just go up that tree for now.
With maybe a tweak or two.
Wait, that's it? Interesting. Again, venerate the ancestors. Oh, and corruption's not fully wiped out there.
A firm breaking tooth.
So, here we go. They're sieging us? Okay, we'll just march out and kill you. But okay. I'm sure, especially since they're taking attrition, that we can just wipe them out. More control would be nice. So would growth. Interesting. I'll go growth. We want growth.
Greatest in...
It's... okay. That's really sad.
Let's show 'em.
And we still didn't kill him?
The council is disappointed.
Okay, well he's gonna die. This one is 20 HP, jeez.
Slayer. Aye, what? New grudges in the making.
So now we can get Slayers and Slayer Pirates. 38 and 32 versus... Okay, so Dwarf Warriors are still better at holding the line. These guys are better at attacking. So we'll mix it up a bit. We'll get some of them. And 2 more turns for our Legendary Lord.
Explosives expert.
And this will give us better upkeep. This will give us better experience. And this will give us access to Quarrelers. Which are extremely good because I can put them in the back lines, but they make really good infantry troops as well, especially when they have the great weapons. An armored front line and then them behind makes it very good because they will form an own secondary line as well. And shielded and armored for up front is really nice for when they have our ranged units, because then their shields will block a whole bunch of it anyway.
The past is the past. By Grundy, it's me.
We'll just give him more ammo.
A gift from Grundy himself. All right.
Ooh, I can go straight for that. Not quite. I don't want to take attrition. So just go there, and then we'll go into... and then we'll start recruiting.
Haha. Time for a pint.
Ooh. Okay, we'll upgrade that one as well. Get us even more income for when we can recruit our legendary lord. Yeah. Dwarven magic isn't the best, but it is nice. Oh, wow. They have some pretty good units. It is mostly anti-large, though they do have some spears, and they have cavalry. I think we'll retreat. I'm mainly concerned about the fact that most of our troops aren't full health. If we were full health, I'm pretty sure we could have fought that, and at the very least I could have like corner camped and taken it, but if there's one thing dwarves are really good at, it's corner camping. Because we're usually so armored, especially at the very start of the game, that they can't kill us. So I am gonna start his thing.
Until then, I'll invent.
So we can only start with these two. But cannons is good. There we go. Dragonsbane. And that automatically gives us access to adventure units for 3 cannons.
You're with me, lads. What? My eyesight's so
Crap, they're all supported. And I can't march over there in time.
Put your feet up, why don't you?
So I guess we're just gonna sit here and recruit a bit more. Do we have the legendary lord, you know? Yes.
Thoric Iron.
And no heroes, great.
Tried and tested. Hammer and anvil.
So let's see. What do we want? Spoilers with great weapons would be real nice. I'll get a unit of prospectors just to show you what they're like. Or maybe a few. Start getting our second army getting built up. Because we really do need to get built up a bit. Especially since we're at war with them and we want to collect as many grudges as possible, so. Yeah, 7 turns and we're at 47%. But if we get to up here, then we'll have a temporary army. And getting a free army is really nice.
Where did Max go? Could have done with his wards.
That's a much better army than it was a little bit ago, and
The guild kicked me out. I was
we
sure
can
it was
attack
me.
and take this. Yep.
Have it, you bastards! A spot of Dwarven know-how, and we'll win.
See? It changed.
Aye, what?
Yeah. Construction cost here would be pretty nice. Just like that. We got reduced reload time reduction for cannons everywhere.
Alright, Slayer.
Yeah, this will help us out.
For a glorious death.
Make him even tankier.
Greatest inventor.
This will give us access to, like, Thunders, Iron Drakes. Okay. But I want the artillery. That's what he's built around, after all. Though, if I wait 2 turns, I can get us this for more airship recruitment capacity. So I think I'll wait. And I'll have these 2 armies exchange troops a little bit. Because, again, he's much better. He gives buffs to Slayers. And that's something I really like. I want to keep. We took 1 settlement. We just need these guys now. Though they got 2 armies and a garrison there, so I might want to build up a little bit more and attack with my 2 armies.
Innovator. Aye, these ones are handy. Some more Slayer pirates. But glory's past.
I'll fill out the rest of his army with miners. And we'll spend this room just recruiting. So we can get a little stronger and go up against them then.
Trap shut, if you will.
No. No one can stand against the might of the Dwarven ingenuity. I don't really think we need leadership that much.
If you want something done right. Ready? Engineer. Only the toughest Dowie.
And what's he doing?
Aye, what?
Oh. Gave him more there. And should be able to upgrade his... Yep. And we'll get better capacity... better recruitment next turn. It's going to be really important because only being able to recruit once per turn is really suffering.
Stripping down engines takes time.
Again, non-aggression pact.
As is right.
There you go. It's always annoying how long it takes between each turn. Always is. There you go. Better growth and reduced recruitment costs is really nice.
What?
And we're just leveling up because we're just getting stuff. So yeah, this is what he does for Slayers. He gives them replenishment rate, reduces upkeep, gives them missile resistance, increases their weapon and missile strength as well. And I'll grab that because it buffs Slayer Pirates, and we want that.
Well, that'll come in handy. Master Rune Lord. I'll try not to kill you.
There you go.
Emphasis on try. I'm listening.
Yep, and he can recruit from the Spirit Grundy as well. And these cores, Grey Weapons, will probably go into them a little bit.
You grudges in the making.
Yeah, we're just buying our time, upgrading, not letting them two do anything. They have to stay right by each other. Yep, they're just moving around, guarding their last city. Or fort, rather. I can probably change the commandments for these two now. They should be, cleansed of corruption. That is a nice boost of income.
Rune Lord of Garakazol.
Yep. We can do Empower the Guilds in these two now.
I'm on it. All right.
Can do that.
What's up?
And we'll get 2 more with great weapons.
Slayer.
I want to see if he alone can take him on, or if I need to wait for Thoric. Be Ferric and we lose half our army. Yeah, no.
Orderly retreat, friends. Orderly retreat. Time for a wander. Haha. Time for a pint.
I think we are far away enough that their garrison cannot support them. There you go.
Behave, son, else you get skilled.
Oh dear, they went for that. I should have seen that coming. It just sacked it? Interesting. Very interesting. Yep, we got that now. So that gave us even more.
Iron willed. Greatest inventor.
And we'll have them exchange troops. Units a bit. I'll give him the miners of blasting charges in return for those. I'll give him a cannon for one of those. The prospectors.
I've got a great idea for... No, no, hear me out.
That'll help him out a bit. get Slayers coming, and then in those 2 turns, we will be ready to attack. They should die, because we will have 2 powerful armies by that point. And they sacked it again. What is wrong with them? Especially because you make so much money from occupying a settlement and just selling it to an ally. Way more. Like, depending on how much money they have, it could be anywhere from a couple thousand to like 20.
To 4 heartbeats. Or 5.
Be sure to put your oath gold.
Aye, my first airship was near success. Undestructible, I called it.
Just about ready. And there's not really a point because they're just gonna keep on killing it.
Engineer! The past is the past.
And now we are ready to go. And as you can see, our income could put it down from like nearly 4,000 all the way down to probably over 500 by once you recruit those 2 units. Which is why I wanted to save up a bunch, because you spend a lot on recruiting. And I was worried that if I didn't have enough saved, we would just end up buying a bunch of units that would tank how much income we have, and we wouldn't be able to purchase anything better to round them out. An army filled with a couple elite units is okay, but what if you're fading something those elite units aren't able to deal with?
Will find me one day. Until then,
Pretty good.
I'll invent.
Yes, New Age. Because we're going to be getting a whole bunch from these guys.
Axes scale up. Explosives expert. A firma Dreckingtiff. March. Aye, what? Let's give them something to remember us by, eh? Best rest up here. Dome Grong.
Man, them sacking just keeps on adding to their grudge list.
Magdoma's better than all of you put together. And she's dead.
We are not piecing with you. You have so many grudges, it would be foolish. Because getting a free army, even temporarily, only for 15 turns, that is really good, is a lot. It means a lot.
By Grooney, it's me! Doom's that away. What?
His army can definitely hold better, so we'll have him attack first. So we'll build some siege towers, and hopefully they'll sally out to fight us. Yep, they sallied out. But we don't get... Interesting. Well, that's one of their armies dead. And now the other should be able to take it pretty easily, I would think. There you go. Construction time for buildings is nice. This is pretty good.
Invention? Only thing that's kept dwarves alive. Always
They attacked
our
him.
best. All right. For a glorious...
Well, they're
Give 'em a
dead.
good thrashing. This'll do. Move that stuff in, lads.
And now they're dead.
Tried and tested. Bit nippy out.
We can just dump those miners. They're
As
mostly
good
just
as
to
done.
tank a bit.
Aye.
We really want dwarf warriors. Because they tank way more.
Slayer.
Missile resistance is good.
Engineer.
Well, we're going to be going up to the high elves, so that would not be a bad idea to
Innovator.
get. Same reason for why I get that.
Best bundle.
See, just like that, we're already here. In just 2 turns, because we killed them. So yeah, it's a really fun game. I really enjoy it. So yeah. Hopefully y'all will agree with this.
Greatest inventor. Explosives expert.
Alright, so who's next? These guys. Wonderful. And probably these guys too. Not so much here. Bunch of people to take out over there. For here is not too bad.
Aye, what? The past is the past. Unbending. Oh, aye.
And then we'll move him
These old legs.
up to
still
there to attack them, and then from there to attack these guys. Some nice growth here would be nice. Why did I say it like that? Oh. So, we'll have Actually, we should have Malachi start working on these for his adventures. So we'll probably send our second army then up there, and we'll have Malachi hit that, and then take the north side. Maybe even go up here a bit. And another legendary lord who we can't really use because we can't afford him.
Alright. Keep that powder dry. Hammer and anvil. Off we go.
So,
Mechanical legs.
I'll keep this, but we will be renaming this to Hammerfell. And hopefully, some of you will get that reference. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. Who knows? But I hope you do. And I apologize if my playing is really annoying you because I suck at this or something. Bear with me. I will be doing some engineering games the next 2 days. Namely, tomorrow is Satisfactory. And after that will be Oxygen Not Included. So, pack schedule.
Blood along. All ways are best.
Whichever woeful deity protects you, it ends here. We'll spill your blood.
Strength 5. We're actually doing pretty good. We don't like you.
Rune Lord.
Ooh, they have a lot of cav. Annoying.
So it's
cav.
war. Good. This'll do for starters. Ironbrow.
Yep, and now it looks more Dwarven.
If you want something done right,
Better armor is really nice. And doing damage is always wonderful. And then right after this, we'll go to there. I think there's another one over here. Maybe you have to take that one out to see it. But we'll just make our way, killing this faction off. We'll probably continue this way, to be honest. Unless we get attacked from up there, then I will summon that legendary lord to help defend. Strengthened by the garrisons. So we'll see how that goes.
greatest inventor. Steam carriages would get us there faster.
Growth. Cost. Growth would be really nice.
For Karak Kadrin in a warm mug.
This would give us lots of income. I like it.
Rune Lord of Garakazol.
He's probably going to attack us, to be honest. So there's no point in leaving. He's just gonna attack us. And we can't reach him. There we go. Slow start, but it always is. Mid-game is best. Late game is just really easy. You just have so many armies, and it's basically clicking things to death at that point. Because you're usually so overpowered by that point, it doesn't really matter. You're just going to win an army. Mid-game is best, I think. Wow. Dwarves are getting killed left by left. Jeez. That's a good amount of grudges.
Aye, what?
It's a lot of grudges. And it's an underway network location. So, I think we will go over there to attack.
Get your feet up, why don't you? Get going! For Karak Kadrin in a warm
That'd be nice. Campaign movement space would be really nice. Wow. Maybe save up for that. It's really nice.
arcane wisdom.
Yeah, we're just waiting for him to come up and attack so we can kill him. Is he gonna attack? Please attack. Make things easy. Easier, at least.
There's nae pleasing some folk.
No. We got grudges against you.
By Grumney.
Looks like we gotta move down to attack him.
Raise the banners! Alright. I'll figure
It's
it
almost
out.
certainly Skaven here. Yep. They hate us, so we'll just declare war on them and take them out.
Curse it!
And I think this will be an interesting battle, so I'll fight it, and after this, stream will probably end at that point. They got a lot of meat shield and weak units.
Dwarf warriors! We demand blood! For vengeance! For the ancestor gods! Quarrelers! Fight! We demand blood! Fight!
Herr Jäger!
Still here! Kill the off-splitters! Powder charged! Warrior of Grimnir!
Right. I want you. Ooh, they got two of them. You get the slingers. get those poisoned wing bombardiers out of
If
commission.
my doom is at hand, I embrace it!
How is victory in our grasp already? Yep, and there goes our quarrelers. Which are probably gonna shred their units. Yep. That's the prospectors.
Runners!
They're bombs.
Slayers!
They'll definitely hold their own against those crap units. If they start maneuvering over there...
Vengeance! Take him! Quarrelers! Move now!
Help them, because they're getting flanked. That's okay. You can come over to support.
The clans unite! Valia bless our aim! Pick your targets well! Fire on the foe! Cannon! It is a reckoning! Stock!
Yeah, kill that, please. That will decimate their ranged units. There we go.
Yes, yes! See the thing square!
And they might be attacking it, but it's got a lot of health and it regens. Yep, our troops are doing just fine.
Kill hooks! Quarrelers! Kill them all! Dwarf warriors! Slayers! They have wronged us!
Yeah, and now all of their ranged units are focused on the Spirit Grundy, not anything else.
Drang! All right! As you can! Battle fever! It is a reckoning! Withdraw! Let the vengeance begin! Understood, Lord! Death kill!
That did some good damage.
Cannon! Quarrelers! Miners! Pull
You can
out!
just leave.
It is a reckoning! Pick your targets
Yep,
well!
and like all their units. Oh, that's it. Man, their slingers are annoying. So, those armies are greatly... Well, they should be dead because we were attacking them in a city. Yep.
What's your back tail? Yes.
They're probably over here then.
Malachi McKyson.
As you can see, prospectors are good against gates, and they have good bombs. But other than that, they're kind of crappy. They're basically just upgraded miner units. Physical resistance is really nice. Wait, no. Let's get that.
Explosives expert.
The movement range would be real nice.
Thoric Ironbrow.
That was stupid. It was in it.
Quietly does it.
Okay. If we get an ambush, that would be just crazy. I'm already kind of sad I can't go back into a camp stance. And we're not treating with you. You'll just end up declaring war on me when you're stronger anyway. So, better kill you now when you're still weak. It's nice to be really strong as a dwarves, because you actually want to kill you.
Rune Lord.
Now we can kill him.
Olds repaid.
Now we can kill him.
So it's war. Good. One more grudge avenged. As you like. Runriki.
Get that upgraded.
Slayer.
Enemy battle reinforcement time's pretty nice.
Aye, what? Engineer.
What brings the despicable dwarf scum before me?
Oh, I would declare war on you just for saying that.
By Grundy, it's me. Steam carriages would get us there faster. Get going.
Alright. And
For Karak Kadrin.
a wee little upgrade. That will do it. Alright. That will save it there. Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching my stream. Thank you for watching me struggle at Total War Warhammer 3 and putting up with me. I will be posting this video on YouTube later. And, yeah. Hope to see all of you here next time.